Hello and welcome back to my channel. So on today's episode we are doing Chicken Kiev. I'm only going to be showing you how to make the actual Chicken Kiev, but you can serve it with like potato, veg, broccoli, whatever you want. So for this we're going to need some flour, egg and breadcrumbs, but I'll get the egg in a bit. I need some garlic, butter, your chicken breast fillets. If you've got a whole chicken, you can just carve the breasts off. And then this is the thing, I've got some parsley, right? But fresh parsley is the best, but it doesn't last very long, and you only need a small amount and it doesn't last very long. So it's up to you whether you get fresh or not. Fresh is better, but I'm using dry just because it lasts longer. I'm actually going to get a parsley plant and then half of it go to waste. So I do hope you like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and let's get making some Chicken Kiev. So the first thing we need to do is the garlic butter, because it has to harden before we can do anything with it. So to do this you're going to need a bowl. So let's get a bowl. You need a decent sized bowl. You need 200 grams of butter. So my container is 500, so I'm just going to use just shy of half of this tub. And you want to break the butter up before adding anything else. Give the butter a bit of breaking up. If it's hard butter, then you need to soften it. And the next thing you need is a chopping board and a knife, because what we're going to do now is we are going to be chopping some garlic to go into this. So you'll be chopping 2 cloves of garlic. So what you do is you chop the end off. Then you peel it, then you flatten it with the back of your knife so it's like squished. And then you finely chop it. You take the end off and then you finely chop it. When I mean finely chop, I mean quite small. And then once you have chopped it quite small, you're going to put all the garlic in your bowl with your butter, and then gradually, if you've got fresh parsley, chop your parsley. If not, you probably need parsley, you need 2 good tablespoons. So what I would say is just chop a handful of parsley. I'm going to open my parsley. I'm going to do 1 big sprig, 2 big sprigs. You want loads and loads and loads of parsley. You want it to come through within the butter. As you can see that I'm fully mixing it. That you need a lot of Now you want the butter slightly hardened before we start moulding it. So to mould it, you're going to shape it into sausages using cling film. We're just going to do one sausage. So you're going to, ours is like, mine's like really hard. So I'm going to quickly give it a blast in the fridge. Or maybe even the freezer. And then you give it a blast. And then you give it a quick blast in the fridge. But so basically you want to, if it's really soft, then you can't roll it into sausage straight away. So it depends how soft. Depends how soft it is. But I'm going to give mine a quick blast in the fridge before we shape it. So what you need to get ready for later is we're going to do some panning with your 4 chicken breasts. We're going to do some panning. So I'm going to put my parsley away. I'm going to put my garlic away. And we're now going to get the panning ready. So what that means is, panning is kind of like, it's called like breadcrumbing. It's called like breadcrumbing. So we're going to do flour, egg and breadcrumbs. So you might need a spinny chopping board. We're not chopping these as such. And you put the butter back in the fridge so it doesn't. Blocked butter is ideal for this, but I'm not going to buy new butter. So we need flour, egg and breadcrumbs. So you need 3 bowls, like so. If it is a bit dark, I don't know if it is dark on the camera because I can't see right now. One of the lights has gone and we don't have a replacement, so I have to go and buy one. So you're going to put in how many you're doing. You need 2 eggs. Or maybe we're going to go for 3 eggs. And you don't, if you've got some in the fridge, which I do, you have to, if you've got eggs in the fridge, like fridge eggs, then you have to take them out and you can't use them until they're room temperature. So if they're in the fridge, take them out now and leave them until you need them. But if you've already got some out of the fridge, then you can put them in your, and you can put them straight into your bowl. But if they're not, if you've got any shell in, get all the shell out. And you're going to need a fork. The next step is fork. So if you want to have this with any like accompaniment, like you're having for dinner straight away, then I would get some water and boil the potatoes before you do this. Because I'm only doing the breadcrumbs to show you how to do it. So I don't need to show you how to boil the potatoes and do that. We're going to whisk the egg yolk so they're completely combined. And then you're going to get some flour, and if your bowls are roughly the same size as mine, then you're only going to put like a little bit. And I've done that in the wrong bowl. And then some breadcrumbs. If you don't use all the flour or all the egg or all the breadcrumbs, if you don't use all the flour, then you have to put it straight into the bin. Same with the breadcrumbs because it's been contaminated. can do fresh breadcrumbs if you wish. Fresh breadcrumbs, just split some bread, or dried breadcrumbs. Depends. If you don't have a mixer, a RoboCoupe, or you don't have a blender or some form of mixer, then you can't make your own breadcrumbs. So it might be easier to have your own. I'm going to check on my butter now. I've done that. Still quite soft. So I'm going to leave it in a little bit longer. So what we need to do now while we're waiting is you're going to put your pané stuff to the side. Like, you don't need it for a bit, but it is set up and ready. You're going to get a chopping board. I need to sort my chopping board out because it's got egg and stuff on it. But you need to get your chopping board. I might need a clean. I'm going to give my chopping board a bit of a wipe. Or if you've got multiple chopping boards, get a new one. Get another one. And what we're going to do now is we're going to prepare this chicken. So then we have somewhere for this for the breast, for this garlic butter to go. So you're going to open your chicken. I'm going to use a new knife because it's contaminated with egg and gunk. So preferably not a bread knife. You need a knife. You're going to open your packet and you need to make essentially a pocket for the butter. So you're going to find one end of your breast, so the fat end, like the bum end, or the fat end, and you're going to simply cut in till you get about halfway through. Like so. You've got like a little like pocket. I'm going to put them back in the packet actually because it saves getting a plate out. And you basically, you go across the back and then you go up about halfway, and then you're going to do the exact same with all your other, a normal packet of fillets or breasts come with 4 in it, but you could have like little fillets which might have 8 in. So it just depends what you've bought, but just do it for the remaining ones you plan on using for this dish. If you don't want to use all of them, then don't. I would say one's a portion if you've got like big ones. If you've got the little fillets, then you might need 2 or 3. So once you've dealt with the chicken, you wash your hands. Your hands a good degrease. Giving your hands a good degrease is something that needs to happen. And then I'm going to check on the butter. Hopefully it's a bit softer now. I might actually suggest you don't have to go through the doing sausage shape. As long as you've got like, you can either sausage it in cling film, You can either sausage it in cling film and cut circles, or you can just make round that circle by hand. Up to you. But what also we need to do is you need 2 slices of your sausage or 2 flat balls made for each breast. And then you're going to stick it in flour and breadcrumbs. We need some cheese. You need to mix. What I forgot to say, and I also forgot myself, is you have some cheese. You need to mix a handful of cheese in with your breadcrumbs. So let me get my breadcrumbs back. And you need so you want to put like a handful in and give it a mix. So it's like cheesy breadcrumbs. If you've got big pieces, you may need to cut them. I might have to cut them. But you're basically trying to make some cheesy breadcrumbs. A bit like the parsley, fresh is better. Here, parmesan is better, because it's smaller. You can either grate cheese with a fine grater, or if you've got pre-grated, just cut it in half. So my butter is now softened, well, hardened in the... So I'm going to make... So you can either do sausage and make little balls out of that way, or you can just... simply get a quenelle on a spoon and then put the spoon in. But you're going to need a small spoon. Not the spoon that I just had if you saw it, because that's way too big. You need and you have to put it as far through as possible to basically mean have enough garlic butter in it if you want it to ooze out. And you're basically going to do this for all 4 of your breasts. And by the end of it, you shouldn't have any garlic butter left. If you have a loads left, then you haven't put enough in, so you might have to go back and put some more in. basically by the end of this, it's technically chicken with some garlic butter in the middle and with a nice cheesy coating. You need to make sure your pockets are nice and wide, and you're going to seal it with the breadcrumbs later, so it's not like the bigger the gap, the more it's going to come out. You don't want to overfill it, but at the same time you don't want to underfill it. You want to try and get all the way through the half that you cut. So if you need to recut, your chicken breast because the pocket's that big enough, then go for it. I probably have, I would say, about a fifth of my mixture left. Probably enough for one more breast, but I've only got 4 breasts. And then you give your hands a thorough de-clean. And you give your hands a thorough de-clean. Try and scrub off all that butter. And then now the rest of the garlic butter you can get rid of or use something else if you know the purpose of the use. And you're going to get a tray. I'm going to cook mine in like a deep sort of tray, but you can use a flat tray. And you want to lightly oil, oil your tray. So then they don't stick. And I might even put some foil on the bottom. You don't want them all like... What you don't want is you don't want them all oily as well. So I've got a brand new foil here. And I've got to master the technique of opening. Extra strong foil should do the trick. And then you can put your foil back where it came from. And if you've got like some end bits, so I just have to open mine and go in the bin. And you basically serve, if you're doing any extras, then whilst it's cooking, you can do some potatoes, broccoli, any veg you want. So now if you haven't put your chicken packet in the bin, here's the time so you don't get any cross-contamination. And here's the time we are breadcrumbing. So to do this you need a station, you need a system. So I will give your egg one more quick beat up. If they're at room temperature, and if you didn't get them, if you got them out of the fridge, then they're probably, you can crack them straight in and give them a proper whisk for like 2 minutes. So you've got your flour, your egg and your breadcrumb. So, you get your chicken breast and you simply coat it in as much flour as possible till it's completely covered. Then you shake off any excess, you dunk it well covering egg, because otherwise the cheesy breadcrumbs will not stick. And then you full on cover it in the cheesy breadcrumbs. I've determined to say I might not have enough breadcrumbs in here, but, and then you just place it on your tray. And then you do the same again, but you have to make sure it's properly sealed at the bottom or it'll just all come out when cooking. You don't put your oven on now, you're probably wondering why. You have to let them harden with the breadcrumbs on for 30 minutes. And then after you've hardened them for about 30 minutes, in the fridge is fine. After you've hardened them for 30 minutes, you then cook them for a normal time of Kiev cooked. So like if you buy Kiev from a shop, the same length it takes. Now if you don't know how long you normally cook Kiev for, it is normally around 25 minutes. So 25 minutes is roughly how long you should cook it for. So in about 1 hour it should be done. So don't do vegetables and all the excess stuff like straight away. And you have to be checking, you also have to check that you have secured the garlic butter in the bottom. If you haven't secured the garlic butter in the bottom, then it will just simply all ooze, literally all ooze out when you're cooking it. So now this is done, you put it in the fridge for half an hour, then you bake it for 20-25 minutes, and once that's done, I'll come back to you and catch up with you, and we'll try it and see what they taste like. I'm rating them out of 10, so I'll see you once everything's done. Half an hour fridge, 25 minutes oven at 180 degrees or gas mode at 5, and in about, so once your chicken breasts have been in the fridge for around 20 minutes, you then put the oven on, preheat for the last 10, and then yeah, go from there. Preheat your oven, or you could do it now if you don't forget, 180 degrees, 25 minutes after they've been in the fridge for half an hour. So here are the chicken Kievs. I'm going to cut one open and give it a try. And if you can see, it's got a nice, the parsley's got a nice through. That is extremely nice. So I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10. So that's how the chicken Kievs. That's how the chicken Kiev turned out. I do hope you like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I will see you so very soon with another video. And comment down below any other ideas you have. See you very, very soon.